The following podcast is brought to you by the Ebb Tide Treatment Center. Many people wrestle with addiction. You don't have to. Reach out to the Ebb Tide Treatment Center, where they wish to empower each individual encountered with the support, hope, and tools required for long-term sobriety, priding themselves on providing the best possible treatment experience for you and your loved ones based on unique needs. They're committed to breaking the stigma that plagues those suffering with addiction and their families by educating and bringing awareness to the community. The Ebb Tide Treatment Center provides individual and group therapy, multiple recovery pathways for support, evidence-based clinical support, integrated aftercare social reintegration, personalized treatment planning, program addressing whole life health, and Vivitrol program, all available. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, reach out to them at ebbtidetc.com or call 844-430-4357. Hello once again, everybody. Thanks for listening to AIW's The Card is Going to Change. Before we get into this week's episode, as always, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors that help us bring the show to you for free each and every week. Firstly, thanks to Angelo's Pizza. They're feeding us here as they always do while we record, and they, of course, bring pizza to you at our live events at Mount Carmel. If you want to try more of their pizza or anything else on their menu, it's all delicious. Head to Angelo's on Madison Avenue in Lakewood, Ohio. And thanks to Smart Mark Video, they record all of our live events. And if you want to relive any of those or watch them for the first time, you can purchase that on DVD or digital download from smartmarkvideo.com. And additionally, head to powerbomb.tv, sign up using the code ABSOLUTE, and you will get a 20-day trial for free. And then stick around and just keep watching the shows that we put out there from the AIW archives. And as always, thanks to Jack Prince, who helps take care of all of our printing and graphic design needs. They can do all of that and more for you, whether it be banners, t-shirts, business cards, flyers, everything and anything. For all that they have to offer, head to jackprince.com.
jkprince.com.
Ah, yes. That voice you heard is none other than the sober one, Alex Worldwide Kellar. He is joining us, as well as the Bone Collector, Dominick Garrini. As always, AIW owner John Thorne is here. My name is Steve Guy. I'm your moderator of sorts. And on this week's episode, we are talking about some travel plans that we all have.
Yeah, speaking of getting a non-sober worldwide.
Yeah, it's, I'm going to kiss my mom goodbye or, at least send a text or something because that city might take me. I mean, I still have to, go to Amazon or, a sporting goods store and get the shin guards.
What's the deal with the soccer shin guards worldwide?
All right, here's the thing. I heard one time from somebody, I forget who, but I heard that there are guys on Bourbon Street that freaking have razor blades on the bottom of their shoes and just kick tourists in the shins. I heard it once, and I've believed it ever since. I know multiple friends that have spent time there, never been kicked in the shins, but I'm not taking that chance.
This is like...
I've been there and was not kicked in the shins. I spent an entire weekend. For those who don't know, real quick, obviously Worldwide just gave it away, but we're all traveling to New Orleans this week.
This is like, finding razor blades in your fucking Reese cups or whatever in Halloween.
Yeah. Don't take the apples.
boxes.
Well, I don't know. Weird Buddy's talking about bringing razor blades for his shoes.
Oh, so he's going to do it.
So he's going to be the one that kicks you in the shins. That's how the Weird World
well, it might
finally
be on
gonna
accident
implode.
trying to kick somebody else in the shins, but...
The Weird World finally implodes.
So you've never been there before, Worldwide?
I've driven through it. I remember, it was 2008, and we were just driving through on the highway on tour, and still looked like a bomb went off from Katrina. But
this is when you were the band you were in. What band were you in at the time?
I mean, there were multiple freaking. I was driving home record.
We're saying that this time you drove through.
Yeah.
I don't want your whole Wikipedia page.
Right. At that time when you drove through, what band were you in?
Oh, I think it was Mad Minds or Gravemaker. One of the two.
All right.
I wasn't in Gravemaker, just driving.
Have either of you, Dom or Thorne, been to NOLA before?
Negative.
I have not.
Oh, all right.
I'm very excited.
I only went thanks to WrestleMania the last time. I am,
You're a veteran. You're the veteran.
I am the veteran, and what I can say right now is I am not staying in a house with you guys. And
No, I won't be taking your vet advice.
what happens, here's the problem. Imagine if we had an AIW after party, and you didn't have to shift the after party to a different place because the bar didn't close. And the Funhouse isn't just the Funhouse, but it's an entire street. That is Bourbon Street.
Yeah, but you know what does close?
Your bank account?
My bank account.
I took out a new credit card.
Yeah, Worldwide was
no!
Worldwide was texting me about how he's been trying to up his credit line, and I forget what the detail was.
Oh, it was
How much did you lie about your yearly income?
Hold on.
Oh
hold
no,
on.
we got pretty good on it because I served this guy at my work, so like he was hooking it up, and it turns out he also knows Brother Randy.
Brother Randy. So Worldwide texted me something, and I was like, I don't think you're at a bank, man. I think that's a loan shark. And he's like, no, man, Huntington. I was like, what's his first name? And he's like, no, it's like a real bank. And he's like, I did say that I make $60,000 to $80,000 a year.
I didn't say no 60 to 80,000. We fudged it to 35.
Oh, we budgeted to 35.
He's like,
maybe these loan sharks are going to be the ones coming at you with the razor blades on their boots.
well, I'll be ready with my shin guards.
yeah.
So yes, Worldwide has upped his credit line for NOLA, so that's
Horrifying.
happening.
I'm gonna be
right
clearing
away.
out the stash account.
Oh yeah, he's been saving in the stash app.
Have you done your research on what kind of drinks and things you want to get from there? You know, like the Funhouse has the slushies. NOLA has.
I mean,
You gotta get a
it's gonna
Hurricane.
be a freaking.
He's looking for the place with Miller High Life.
It's a race, not a sprint.
Is that why you've been collecting all those cans post AIW shows? You've been recycling?
What cans?
Oh man, someone's been cashing in on the cans after shows.
There
That's
is
just leftovers in my car, man.
Oh, from all the energy drinks.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
gonna need a lot of energy in Nala.
a lot of extracurricular that you can
Speaking of
find
energy.
on Bourbon Street. to
Yeah, I
help
won't
you
be
keep the
buying any energy down there. I'll tell you that much. Can't trust it. Might be fake energy. Might be murder energy.
I don't think I've ever been happier to not have to deal with the 10 of you in a house.
Yeah, Dom isn't partaking either.
So you will not be going, or you just will not be in the house?
No, I just won't be in the house. My bookings actually happen to all be on the opposite side of where all the WrestleCon stuff happens to be.
Oh, okay.
So I've decided to kind of stay closer to there just for transportation.
I will
means.
explain
logistics
I will
standpoint.
explain why we logistically are not over by Dom, and that is because initially Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham was coming on the trip. Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham is very nervous guy going to a new place.
Sure.
And we were looking into hotels, and
Afraid of energy.
hotels are very expensive.
They are
for this week. And when we did a roll call, there was excluding Dom, there was 9 of us that wanted to go, and excluding yourself as well, because you go with your Backstreet Boy guys.
Yeah.
So I said, let's start looking at some Airbnbs. I don't know. I never used an Airbnb, but I said, we don't. If we're jamming 9 people in a hotel room, it's still going to be very expensive because hotels are like $200+ a night.
Yeah.
And 2 bed, small quarter. So I said, let's start looking into some Airbnbs, and we started looking around. And I'm trying to stay as close to Bourbon Street as possible because that's the only landmark I know of in New Orleans. So Dr. Dan decides that he's going to micromanage the entire trip. And he says, let's stay at this one. And I said, why? And he said, well, because there's a Whole Foods within walking distance, and I feel that means that it'll be in a safe neighborhood. And I said, okay.
It's one way to look at the world.
And
Not a worldwide way to look at the world.
so we book it, and then I said, Dan, did the fact that our Airbnb comes with a full surveillance setup, like set off any sort of red flag for you? He's like, no. And I said, Dan, do you remember a little something called Hurricane Katrina that happened a couple of years ago? He said, yeah. I said, what do you think happened to like all the people that were just washed away in the hurricane? He said, I don't know. I said, they all needed a new place to go. And where do you think a lot of them went? He said, I don't know. I said, the neighborhood that you booked our Airbnb in. I said, I guess it's a pretty rough spot. He goes, but there's a Whole Foods there. I said, yeah, well, that was probably there long before Hurricane Katrina.
People need groceries everywhere.
And all of a sudden, Dr. Dan decided he's not even going to fucking come to New Orleans anymore.
Well, I mean, it is good to know that, we won't be in a food desert. So,
yeah, no food
It's
desert.
good to know that there will be a very accessible place where Weird Body can get vegan cuisine.
Do you know what section of town?
Section 8. I don't know. I mean, I don't
There's
know.
so you
Bad
have
Street,
French Quarter. I am staying in.
It's 10 minutes from the French Quarter.
I'm staying in. I want
By
to say
car or
Marigny,
train
I believe
or
is the
what?
name of the area that I'm staying.
By car worldwide, probably.
That might be where we're at.
Yeah, that'd be a good. That's a solid spot. It's so I stayed in an Airbnb the first time I went there, and at the time, New Orleans did not really legally allow Airbnbs, and so the neighbors.
So it's
were
kind of like pro wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. The neighbors were very upset
you better shave, Dom.
that anything was happening.
Yeah, I'm got a little too much facial hair right now.
Yeah, let's get into that, Dom. Because this has been going in an AIW group chat. The discussion of what is and is not allowed in pro wrestling that weekend in New Orleans or Louisiana, I think in general.
Not going to be finishing them with any pile drivers.
Make you nervous?
There's more than just that.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That's
You got to
that's
take
the
that
one.
450 out of your arsenal.
That's the one that everybody kind of online has realistically pointed out at. But upon getting a list from one of the promoters of the shows, this is what is supposedly not allowed. This is a smaller list than the one that Thorne sent me. But we will start with holds, Section 521 of the New Orleans State Athletic Commission Handbook on Pro Wrestling and Mixed Martial Arts. Any hold, grip, lock, or trip is allowed except as herein listed: stranglehold, scratching, eye gouging, striking with the knuckles, pulling hair, kicking, butting in the face, cutting off breath by shutting nose and mouth at the same time, the inserting of fingers in the mouth,
That's just gross.
deliberate throwing of opponent over the top rope or through the ropes. In addition, the following moves or throws are strictly banned from all events. 1. All variations of the power driver. 2. All variations of the power bomb. 3. The moonsault, shooting star press, or 450 splash, or any variation thereof, which involves one wrestler leaping or flipping off of the ropes or turnbuckles to contact the head or neck of the opponent with any part of his body.
Well, there's a question I have. If you're doing those maneuvers properly, you're not hitting the head or neck, right?
I don't know. We still have 3 more here, Steve.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
The stun gun of any variation thereof which results in one fighter's head or neck being dragged, draped, or clotheslined across the ropes. Number 5. The striking of a wrestler's head with any object, chair, trash can lid, etc. And number 6. No wrestler shall throw, push, shove, or force another out of the ring or over the top rope. And our good friend John Thorne sent me a message today saying that all wrestlers must be cleanly shaven.
Yeah, you cannot have facial hair if you're a wrestler in New Orleans.
So, hopefully everybody likes Pancrase or UWFI, because that's about all that's technically legal.
Well, guys, if I didn't have these podcast bookings down there, I think I would be dropping out of this trip. Because
Podcast bookings.
Yes. I've been given an informal invite to one Wrestlemania.
Oh, nice.
They put you over pretty hard recently.
Oh, very nice.
And also another one on the Dom train, Street Fight at Murder
Street
Brian,
Fight, yes.
will be a big fan of yours. Talked about it on a premium podcast I appeared on for their feed. $1, people. It's real good stuff.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I will. I think I'll be at those 2 things at some point in time if you want to find me there.
Dom, how are you going to...
And there's no podcast commission out there, Pally, so we can do whatever the hell we want.
You're free to reign. How are you going to have a match, Dom? Granted, you don't do a lot of those things.
I don't really do a lot of those things. I mean, obviously the power driver is a big move, but I will live without it. I don't know. The first match I have is actually under shoot style rules, so I would assume I can get away with that one. But the other match that I'll have, I'm going to just say this is a lot like Ohio's MMA regulations. For the longest time, Ohio had a rule where at MMA, you weighed in the day before your fight, and then they would weigh you in the second day as well, and you couldn't gain X amount of weight. But in all the times I'd ever seen pro fights happen, the second weigh-in never occurred. And then especially once the UFC came, that never happened either. So I just think it's one of those things that they put it all out there, but there's no way they're going to be able to police all of that.
It's fair. Now,
we're staying in Mid-City, Bayou Street or something.
I'm not sure that one. I don't think
Bayou Street.
All right. Backstreet, USA? Is that what you're saying?
That's where you're staying, pal.
So, Thorne, last year during this weekend, you made your outside AIW commentary debut. You don't recall a lot of it.
Nope.
Will you be going back to that role this year?
I was told that I am slated to commentate at Joey Janela's Spring Break 2. If I make it there, I will be commentating. I cannot make any promises of making it to any such events. I guess
let's get to the heart of the matter. One event in particular, will you be making it to Wrestlemania?
I hope so. That is the number one event that I wish to attend this year is Wrestlemania.
It's definitely on my list.
Yes. I've talked to shot Court Bauer a message. Hopefully the AIW crew is welcome. I sent that message about 6 months ago. I'm going to have to follow up with them soon. But Wrestlemania was probably the funnest wrestling, I guess, themed event that I was a part of last year. The legend has been spread throughout the AIW wrestling school. A lot of what happens at Wrestlemania cannot be podcasted about.
Rumor had it that one bartender, Nick Sanka, would not be making the trip this year due to having a child, but was going to fly in just for Wrestlemania this year. Can we confirm this?
He's trying to. I don't know if it's.
They got to find someone to watch Sully.
Yeah, he's trying to. He wants to. He wants to just come for Wrestlemania and then go home the next day. So he's looking for like a 24-hour in New Orleans type of trip.
Have you purchased your attire yet, just in case you get to go? Or no special Wrestlemania?
I got to do a little shopping, man.
Okay, so got to do some shopping. Time's ticking, man.
I'm just trying to think about what the weather's going to be, because I'm going to be trying to be dressed to the nines, style and profile. You know, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. I want to be 1979 NWA World Champion Harley Race.
All day, every day?
Yeah.
But
also, at some point in time, I'm just going to be like a fucking degenerate piece of like just human waste. And hopefully you guys see me dressed nice.
What's up, everybody? Alex Worldwide Kellar here to tell you all about at Thrift Store Jobber. That's Thrift Store Jobber on Instagram, Etsy, eBay, etc. He's out there thrifting so that you can be gifting your friends or yourself. And speaking of gifts, this has nothing to do with that, because you know what? I've never been to a toga party, but there was a hell of a toga party at Wrestlemania 9 at Caesar's Palace, baby. And that's what this item's all about. It's a Wrestlemania 9 snapback hat. April 4th, 1993. You had to be there. Freaking Steiner's had a hell of a match. And you can get 10% off this and everything on Thrift Store Jobber by using promo code WORLDWIDE TOGA. Not Worldwide Toga. Worldwide. But seriously, Toga.
Now, is there a chance that Worldwide just does not make it back?
I hope.
I sure hope, since he's the one driving, supposedly.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Oh yeah.
God.
Let's get into this.
Oh, let's get into that.
This is this. It's kind of been all over the place. So when when discussing the trip has been being discussed since we returned last year. The people that went, because it was fun. So guys have been kind of gearing up for it all year long. The question came, will we do WrestleCon or not? And I said, at first, let's not. Everyone wanted to fly, but as flights went up, the amount of people that wanted to go was going down drastically. So back to old Dr. Dickhead himself, he says, "Hey, I don't want to spend the money on a flight. I'm just gonna rent a van and drive. Who wants to come?" So not only did he screw us on the Airbnb, he screwed us on the driving part too. So once there was a car involved, I said, all right, then we'll get a table at WrestleCon.
Right.
So I got a table at WrestleCon, but like I said, as it's got kind of closer and closer, I believe there's 6 people driving. Is that an accurate number?
Somewhere in there.
There's only.
Let's go through the crew.
Okay, let's go through the crew.
Worldwide.
Weird body.
Okay, can't drive because he doesn't have a driver's license. Frankie
Oh,
Flynn.
I'm planning on driving the whole goddamn thing.
No, he got his temps.
Oh, Frankie Flynn got his 10?
No, Weird Body.
Weird
Oh,
Body.
Weird Body. Wow. He's above Flynn now, huh?
Yeah, he parked my car at Carmel a couple weeks ago,
yeah,
and
he almost
parked
hit
it straight into the
Yes,
wall.
I saw that. I remember that. So, Weird Body, Flynn, yourself.
Thorne, yeah.
Let's see. Trey Lamar.
Marino.
Marino.
Of the Philly Marino experience.
Oh.
And Nate, or
Eddie Only.
Eddie Only.
Eddie Only.
That's
Is
7.
that's in the driving crew.
And the flying crew would be Wes Barkley,
Myself.
yourself.
Joshua Bishop. And Laurel, who
Yep.
does not have a wrestling name. The female AIW
Is her mother
student,
going as well?
to be determined.
Okay. I thought she had mentioned that at one of our recent after parties. Sounded like it, but
But yeah, that's the driving crew worldwide. That's gonna be a doozy.
Oh, you can call me Road Dog Worldwide James, because I am going to be just. If there's one thing I love, it's distance driving in a minivan, and I am going to be just. I mean,
You're gonna spin the wheels on that son bitch, aren't you?
these poor kids are going to have to deal with so much fucking insane music and podcasts that if I haven't had my throat slit by the time we hit Louisiana, it'll be a minor miracle.
So I guess let's go to we'll go through all of our itinerary. We'll start with worldwide. What's the what's the plan for?
yeah, we got the podcast.
Well, let's when are you guys leaving? What's the
Yes.
Well, I mean, originally we were going to have to leave later Wednesday night because Dan was going to work all day. But now I guess we can get a start nice and early.
What
I
time's
think early-
check-in for the Airbnb?
Okay, well, we're gonna get to that. all
Okay.
right?
Oh, boy.
We'll get to that. 'Cause that's a little issue here.
Oh, what's the issue?
We'll get to that.
Get to it.
Oh, yeah, what's the driving time to...
I think 13 or 14 hours.
Yeah.
No,
sounds
it's
about right.
longer than that.
Is it? You know what? Let's route it for right
let's
now.
go to the phone race.
Man, when I did the NOLA drive, we made a couple stops, but it was almost like a 24-hour drive. It felt
Oh
like.
no! Oh no!
It's a long drive.
Because
dude.
I mean, Dr. Dan did this research for them as well, and nobody has taken the time to.
14 hours and 55 minutes.
It's easy.
1,048 miles. So essentially,
And I have an easy pass that we can slam. Is there even... No, there's some easy pass down there.
Where'd you score an easy pass?
My dad gave it to me because he wasn't using it anymore.
you got to figure.
is there money on that?
Yeah.
Food stops?
Wow, good for you.
Are you gonna allow them to have food stops and bathroom stops?
I mean, well, every
500 miles.
4 to 6 hours. I like to keep the tank at about half full because allegedly you get better gas mileage with over half full tank.
Tell you what, those minivans today though, they cruise, dude.
Oh yeah, I know. I used to have a '98 Grand Caravan. Loved it.
Oh, even better now.
So you might be getting there early Thursday morning, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll go to my part of the itinerary. So when we booked the Airbnb, we booked it before any of us bought flights.
Right.
And we were trying to, keep it within the window of Thursday to Monday. Mm-hmm. Well, those flights were a little expensive, very expensive, about triple expensive. So now myself in the flying crew of myself, Joshua Bishop, Wes Barkley, and Laurel is off on her own. Who knows what she's doing? She's not flying with us. We are forced to fly Wednesday night, and we land in New Orleans at 12:30 a.m. Thursday morning. We cannot get into our Airbnb until 3 p.m. on Wednesday. So there's going to be a little wandering going on.
Yeah.
A little nervous about the shin razor blades with us walking
Where's
around
that?
with our luggage.
Anyone going to WrestleMania, buy shin guards. I'm telling you right now.
Will you spend
Barefoot.
14 hours on Bourbon Street waiting for everybody else to get there, waiting to go at 3 p.m.?
If I can find a locker to put my stuff in.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a problem too, right? You're going to have all that luggage with you.
So if I don't, well, I travel light, you know. But if we could find a safe place to put our stuff, then yes, I will spend 14 hours on Bourbon Street waiting. If we can't, I don't know what we're gonna do.
You know, the good news is, because that's the middle of the week still, I got to imagine there's, I don't know, you know, up here we have Red Roof Inn. I don't know what there is down there, but there's somewhere where there's got to be like a $50 a night hotel the three of you can throw down.
Well,
and
we'll get to that as we booked our flights as well. We have to stay until Tuesday. And as I stated, our Airbnb is only from Thursday to Monday.
Yeah.
So we're
You
definitely
gotta
going to have to
figure
get
it
a hotel there then, most likely. We're hoping to just wander Wednesday and figure something out. So if anyone's got a...
Oh, wait, who's the youngest young boy or person that'll be in with you at 12:30 on the flying crew?
Joshua Bishop.
Sorry, Josh Bishop. You got to sit in the Starbucks with everyone's shit.
Oh, he'd be so sad.
Pay your dues.
So then, you know, the plan would be to get into our Airbnb at 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
relax, freshen up a little bit, and go to Wrestlemania Thursday night.
Worldwide. Can I bring a logistic nightmare into this?
Sure.
Okay. Before young Mr. Daniel C. Rockingham canceled his trip, he had a spot at the Mike Quackenbush seminar that Game Changer was holding on Thursday at noon. How was his game plan to leave late Wednesday night and get there Thursday by noon to partake in said seminar?
Well, let's see here. If he worked till 6 and then magically had everyone meet him at his work and they left at 7, you know...
You'd be
Here's
cutting
the
it
thing.
close.
Math escapes this man sometimes, especially
It's
for
DCR, not DCRL. All right?
Yeah.
The logistics don't pop
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
That degree is in psychology or
Yeah.
psychiatry, not mathematics.
Not geography.
Yeah.
not geography or mathematics.
So that would be the plan. And then also at some point Thursday, we have to set up our WrestleCon booth. Last year, Dan and Dom did it.
Oh,
Yeah, I met you guys there. Post all the stuff I
post
had.
Janela spring break.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, you know, we can get that done while we're sober and get it over with. And then, you know, that way we can just go to Wrestlemania, see what happens there, wander through the night, and then I have a 8:30 a.m. check-in at the WrestleCon booth,
Oh. Have fun, brother.
which I did a very similar no sleep
I was
last
going
year.
to say last year was close.
and
to
I
that.
I survived, and that was coming off days of amusement parking.
I do know Saturday morning, you and I were both dragging ass pretty bad.
Yeah, it was a little late Saturday.
Yeah, after, you know, hanging with our man, the real deal, D'Lo Brown at that bar Friday night.
Head bobs.
I'm hoping that happens again. So I have to be there at 8:30 a.m. Our guests will be Friday morning. Will be Bruce Pritchard and Ethan Page. Ethan Page will be there until 11 a.m. and then Britt Baker will be there for the remainder of the day, and then Bruce Pritchard is there from 9 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. and then from 12:30 until the end of the day, Grado will be there. So Friday is a big rotating door.
Hell of a lineup, Thorne.
Big day that I've negotiated
Hell of a
for,
lineup.
for
How
the
about that?
AIW booth.
Something to wrestle with meets AIW.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited. I had to talk to Bruce Pritchard on the phone about this. And yeah, so that is the plan Friday, and then I believe Friday night is Janela spring break, correct?
Yes. Midnight start.
Midnight start. What day is the TNA show? Is that Friday?
That
or
night.
Saturday? Okay, so the plan.
That's at 9, I believe.
So the plan is for me on Friday is WrestleCon. Then I don't know what to do in between that. Then go to TNA for a little bit, see my man Sonjay Dutt, and then go to Janela Spring Break. Hopefully, go to Janela Spring Break, and then Bourbon Street after that, and then back at WrestleCon again at 9 a.m. Saturday morning.
So this is going to be a different thing this year because last year you're in Orlando and it's like you could do the theme parks, but obviously it's kind of expensive. There wasn't really anything centrally located, and it was all about the wrestling because there was so much. There's not as much wrestling in New Orleans this year, but you add in Bourbon Street,
Right.
And I mean, I can tell you from when I was there 4 years ago, Bourbon Street was like Mardi Gras for wrestling fans all weekend. So
I don't know if I like that or don't like that.
I mean, it's just what it was. It was just wall-to-wall wrestling fans.
Trying to picture the smell right now.
It smells like a lot of things.
A lot of Bray Wyatt.
Horse shit, human urine,
Oh yeah, what's the outdoor pissing rule?
drugs and alcohol.
Oh my god.
I would say don't be seen. Let's go with that.
I'm trying to think of the rest of my itinerary. Saturday, I'm going to try to go. So Saturday, our lineup is at the WrestleCon table. It is Bruce Pritchard from 9 until 11. It is Ethan Page. It's at some point in there, probably early in the morning, and then Grado should be there all day. The rule is we can only have 2 guests at our table, so I'm gonna have to maneuver that a little bit, depending on if. Here's the thing: is people might get hungover. Might not even they might be late, want to leave early, and then I'm going to try to go to the live Bruce Pritchard show at 2 p.m. at the House of Blues. Depending on what's going on at our table, if I can find somebody to cover it. And then maybe NXT TakeOver Saturday night if any of my good friends can sneak me in. And then Saturday night is pretty much wide open, I think. I don't have any plans to go to any wrestling shows or anything, so that'll probably be the big Bourbon Street party night. And then, again, Sunday morning, back at WrestleCon because it's 3 days this year. Grado all day is, the only guest as of right now. And then... I'm going to WrestleMania because I got some comp tickets, brother, and I guess they're probably going to be pretty good. I don't know. Probably won't know until I get there. But I'm having all the other AIW people perform feats of strength throughout the weekend to try to win my second ticket that I got because I guess if you're a WWE superstar, you only get 2 free tickets to WrestleMania. And I was lucky enough to get 2 of those tickets, and they're pretty hard to come by. So I'm gonna make my guest earn it.
Do you have a bracket? Are you gonna do like bracketology for this feats of strength?
It's not going to matter if they're all in the hospital.
Worldwide thinks
Oh,
it's taken.
man.
Worldwide's putting the razor blades on his boots.
Yeah.
Swerving them, but brother, but no, I say Weird Body should be first ballot number 1 because that's the best guest to take to WrestleMania of all time. But if he doesn't want it, or if something horrible happens to him, and everyone else.
I mean, going with Weird Body would be good. But see, a big factor is it's going to be really expensive to drink in there.
Right.
And what kind of brother's got the biggest budget? I know Worldwide just got that credit line.
That's true.
I don't know how much is going to be left by Sunday though.
Well, that's fair.
WES, man, he might be slinging them drinks to you.
Man, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm saying Weird Body, though, would be handy because he could, during things that you maybe care about and he gives almost zero shit about, just set him to go grab drinks.
So yeah, versus anyone else is gonna be a mark about it and want to like watch the matches.
You're really talking yourself out of this ticket, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just trying to put Weird Body up, and if, like I said, something horrible happens to him and everybody else, then I'll take.
And then, like I said, I am stuck there all day Monday, so I have no plan on Monday. Monday is just the whatever happens day, and I leave Tuesday morning around 10 a.m.
Because of this downtime on Monday with nothing to do, it sounds like you could probably use the gift of Tito's vodka brought to you at the WrestleCon table yet again.
I mean, if you're bringing it, I'm gonna need something to do on Monday.
There it is, folks.
We're looking for a hotel or a place to stay on Monday.
Talk to your friend to see about some Raw tickets.
I'd say download Tinder, but that's me.
Yeah, but them Raw tickets.
I don't. I think Raw tickets are a lot harder to come by.
No, not part of the WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania. There's 60,000 seats. How many seats are in Raw?
18,000, I think.
18.
Yeah.
I bet you that bad boy sold out. I watched those 24s, man. They specifically zoom in on that sign that says no comps.
There you go. Mr. Dominick Garrini, what kind of bookings? What do you got lined up here?
Shockingly enough, I have a full weekend. After having to beg last year to wrestle in a storage unit, I guess I have made my profile a little higher throughout the year. Thank you, John Thorne.
You better fucking thank me.
Thank you. So Thursday, my day starts. I'll be flying down. 6:15 a.m. is my flight. Terrible decision on my part, but I'll be flying down at 6:15. I'll be in New Orleans at about 9:15 Central. My first show will be Game Changer Wrestling Bloodsport. It's a very
I like how you changed the name for the purposes of this podcast.
Oh yeah. It's a very adventurous endeavor out of Game Changer Wrestling. A 3:30 start time on the first day of WrestleMania weekend, and the rule set is only knockout or submission. And from what I was told, there will be no ropes on the ring.
I don't know. Did they clear that with the fucking commission?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, you can't throw somebody over the top rope if there are no ropes.
Exactly.
There it is.
Hip tosses to the floor all day.
So I will be wrestling Kyle the Beast on that show. And then Thursday night, I will be on Evolve, where I'll be teaming with fellow AIW alumnus and friend Tracy Williams as we go in a Fatal 4-Way for the tag titles. Friday, then, I get to sleep in. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, you're not going to the Observer?
Oh, I mean, I probably should. I mean, Meltzer.
I think it's already sold out, but
I mean,
that Observer thing. They actually, I was trying to negotiate with them. They wanted Swoggle to be the security doorman at the door.
Man.
But
I can steamroll over him easy.
Because I guess Filthy Tom Lawler was supposed to be the muscle until his bone got
I'm not
collected.
booked.
Yeah.
I mean, can someone tell Dave? Diamond Dave?
I guess they weren't liking Swoggle's demands.
Friday, then, I believe I am on Evolve, would be 103, wrestling Timothy Thatcher. After that, I will be on the Evolve WWN Super Show later that night. And then later that night, I'll be at Janela's Spring Break. We'll see if anything happens out of it. But it's going to be the craziest show of the weekend, so I'll be there. Thorne will be on his commentary role.
I think everybody's going to be there. I don't know if everybody's going to be booked. I think everybody is going to be there.
Yeah, it's definitely the hot ticket of the weekend. Sasuke versus
Sasuke. Great Sasuke
versus Janela.
Sasuke.
Quebecer Pierre versus Walter. All kinds of fun stuff on that show. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm actually off of wrestling. So Saturday night, I'd like to stake my way over to NXT. And then Sunday, I'll be going to WrestleMania.
When's the Hall of Fame? Because
Friday night.
Friday. They're doing that Friday now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they switched around this year. Friday's Hall of Fame, Saturday's NXT, Sunday is WrestleMania.
I know Wes Barkley's trying to go because Double J is his favorite wrestler of all time. I don't know. Here's the thing: is like I'm going to try my best to keep the AIW crew intact everywhere we go.
Good luck,
because it is a motley crew of gentlemen.
Yeah,
and we're going to be fun to party with. I have a feeling. So I'm going to try to keep everybody together as much as possible, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be going to the Hall of Fame. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I think Marino's my dark horse pick for being the surprise rager among all of us.
Yeah, I mean,
See that?
because he's a wild card. He don't come out that often. So
Yeah. You never know.
So worldwide? What's your situation? What's your
let's
podcast schedule?
I know Street Fight's running some kind of show on Saturday night, so I'm gonna go check that out. I know
What is it like a
it's gonna be like a live podcast.
Oh, I'll go to that. They want me?
Yeah, they'll take. Dude, they'd fucking love you.
I'll go.
At Murray Brian's trying to take a pile driver from somebody.
Oh, we can't do that. It's illegal.
There's no
Highly
podcasting
illegal.
commission, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because I don't think I have anything going Saturday. So
Yeah, unless you get those next tickets.
yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, there's that. I was thinking about the Observer thing, but that's also at 9 a.m. the morning after Wally Mania, and that would be
Hey,
a case
man,
of me not sleeping all night.
I gotta be up, brother. Somebody's got to work that table with me.
This is true. I mean, I'm down for Sunday. I'll work that table Sunday.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to pack it up anyway.
Perfect.
So you're gonna have to bring that van over there.
That loadout. Show everybody in Nolans who's king of the table crew.
So
And then I don't know. Wrestlemania is doing something at some point in time that weekend. They're a fun podcast. I started checking out.
Man, who would have thought World would be the one getting the bookings out of that crew that's driving
Like I said,
down.
it's an informal deal. I have Twitter people to thank, but Kath Barbadero was up. Let's see here. There's a possibility of me at Mania. RIP all the other students.
Tickets are like $20.
yeah, that's the thing is like I literally had zero plans of going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then, Kevin Owens was like, "Hey man, do you want to go to WrestleMania?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." I kind of,
Right.
yeah, fuck it. That's what I said. I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I'll go." Because the plan was we go find a bar and we just party all day and watch WrestleMania. But then, last year there was an issue with finding a bar. We couldn't really find a
Yeah.
bar. I would think that it would be different in New Orleans, but my early prediction is the entire AIW crew winds up going to WrestleMania at this point.
Especially because tickets will be cheap as shit.
They're
so.
$20 right now. They're going to be even cheaper come day of.
Perf. That's when we'll make our move.
Yeah, day of is the move, dude. So you guys can be together.
And I'm trying to think. Yeah, Janela's spring break, and I might try to make a old blood sports ski. Support my Dominator.
Thank you.
And
I won't be going there.
besides that, just fucking gonna be a whole bunch of bad stuff, and probably maybe sleeping at some point. I heard this Airbnb has a gym.
Yeah, we get free gym passes. It's like I think it's like inside of a gym actually. Like I think we're staying in a boxing gym.
Are you nervous because did
basically
your
how I live my
Airbnb
life, so-
say like these are the house rules, no partying?
I'm curious about the surveillance system because I don't know if they want to, if I really want them seeing everything we're doing.
I think the surveillance is on the outside.
I might get on OkCupid. I might get on Tinder. I might get on Grindr. I might check out Bumble. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wow.
What's the guest rules here?
I don't know. I mean, it says it sleeps 10, brother.
All right, well, see if we could get 11.
I think we already have 11 with the addition of Weird Body and Laurel to the trip.
That's might be 10 equal out with third tube.
Oh yeah,
Size
10.
mass putting together.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I don't know where you guys are sleeping. I don't know the beds. I know that I am getting one of the beds, and you guys can fucking fuck off.
I'm going to old man vet over everyone other than Thorne for the comfiest spot to sleep.
Man, you're gonna have that minivan. You could just
Oh, we're going to need
Lay
somebody
that
sleeping
out,
in that minivan given the neighborhood. So, people can draw straws. for
No.
that shit.
The minivan's going to be Dr. Dan's name. Just let it happen.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to rent a fucking van down in damn
To get
New
back.
Orleans.
Oh, just,
Also,
yeah.
if I hear fucking House of the Rising Sun, I'm going to be miserable. I hate that goddamn song.
man, you must hate
I
Jimmy
like
Rave.
that. I like
Dude,
that song.
I like that song.
I can't stand that fucking song. No, I went to too many shitty parties in the suburbs where wankster ass dudes who listen to nothing but shitty rap will be like, "Yeah, dude, you want to check out some rock, man?" And they put that on fucking repeat, and I just want to strangle them by their shitty fake fucking chains and their fucking tall white tees. I'm talking like some deep 2000 fucking 4 shit right now, but I'm damaged by that song. You know what? Maybe they want to play like a nice old Bob Dylan. I don't want to hear the Animals version of that goddamn song. And anyone that puts that on me, pile drivers all over the place.
Illegal.
First time for everything. I'm a pile driver.
Well, all right.
And that'll do it. That part of Worldwide's itinerary.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at who my dream want to meet at WrestleCon other than Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I know will not happen.
Hey, if you wait in line long enough.
So I'm
With Pritchard at your table.
I'm super pumped about that, actually. super
So
pumped.
you know
You'll
you
probably
might
get some fun brother traffic out of
Yeah,
that.
you might get some brother traffic, like Worldwide said there.
And I think I'm gonna go because last year, there was a little incident in which he was escorted off the premises. I'm going for. I just saw Alabama Doink is on the bill this year yet again. So I'm hoping.
How about the brawl that you and I both missed last
Oh, the
year?
Heidenreich one, right?
Yeah.
How did we all miss that? That was the day I was there.
It was happening. I don't know. Happening
Alabama
right
Doink
behind
is
us.
he's back. He's back on the guest list this year. So Sid is also on the guest list this year, but
Well, we'll see. That travel ban.
Softball season.
he was on last year as well. So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything about softball.
softball hack
Let me
jokes.
tell you something.
I am doing the driving down ordeal.
Yeah, let's get to your
be,
deal too.
Be heading down
Come on.
Thursday. We're gonna do the overnight stay halfway somewhere. Probably like Nashville.
So
Made of money.
Nashville is fun.
Yeah. So we have some. I think the two friends I'm going with, we all somehow know people in Nashville, so we'll be able to stay somewhere, which is great. And then arrive Friday afternoon is the plan right now, early evening. At which point, Friday night, 8 p.m. at the Always Lounge and Cabaret. It's ALLWAYS. An evening with Swoggle. Another comedic event. Swoggle and I get to do comedy down in New Orleans. We've got it booked out at the recording of this show. Look, I don't know what tickets are available. You can go online. I'm sure we're tweeting it out and check all that, see if we have tickets. If things are crazy sold out, we're trying to potentially add a second show to that. But as of right now, just the one, 8 p.m., $15 tickets. So we're making it reasonable for you. And by some string of luck, my Airbnb is a 2-minute walk from this venue. Booked them at 2 totally different times. I have a contact in New Orleans that was helping me book the venue, and my one buddy just mapped it out, and he was like, "Hey, check this out." I'm like, this is amazing. Couldn't have asked for anything better. And other than that,
Hopefully, Swoggle's got a little drawski in him.
Yeah. It's
I think you should fake him out and not do comedy. I think you should hit him with some dramedy
it's a cool
Power
venue.
driver.
It's like
or power bomb.
I'm looking at pictures and stuff of this venue, and honestly, to me, I'm like, man, this looks like a cross between something.
What day is it?
This is Friday night,
Friday.
8 p.m. Yeah,
gonna
you're
be tough.
booked. I know you got a lot of stuff going, but
I'll try to swing it. It depends on how much time I spend at TNA.
this is a to me when I saw this venue, I'm like, man, this is a place that like Worldwide would perform at, that I would actually want to go and see it. But it's like a cool cross and blend of different things there.
Speaking of
real New
Worldwide
Orleans
performing,
vibe.
I had a heck of a show a couple weeks ago on March 22nd at Now That's Class, opening for New York hardcore legends Murphy's Law. But
Well, we're happy for you. Other than that, yeah, I think I just have New Orleans WrestleMania on Sunday. Going to that again.
So you're just winging it, huh?
Oh yeah, party time, man.
What day are you dressing up like NSYNC?
Saturday, always Saturday.
We'll be sure to steer clear of that.
Don't
fucking
know.
shit show.
Don't know what we'll be wearing yet.
or
Last
just
time
bleed
I
all
was
over
on-
you.
Worldwide is going to be wearing a
The
full
last
suit.
time I went to New Orleans,
Worldwide's gonna have.
I had to talk a
boots
police
with
officer
razor
out
blades.
of arresting one of my friends, and that was not a good time.
So I guess this has been kind of a jumbled episode all over the place, but this is our itinerary for the week. Hit us up on Twitter or social media or whatever, and maybe we can hang out.
And quick WrestleMania prediction or hope.
Oh,
I dearly hope that Kid Rock plays Undertaker to the damn ring to fucking American Badass.
Let's all do a bold WrestleMania prediction. I like that.
right.
John Thorne.
I'm
bold
saying
WrestleMania
Kid
prediction.
Rock
oh man.
playing the dead man to the ring.
I brought this idea to Worldwide's attention.
And I said I would forgive them both for their dog shit politics for one day and one day alone.
Now, Thorne, you got to come up with
Thorne
one.
brought this into the group chat, and Worldwide taking credit for it out.
A prediction?
Yeah, bold prediction.
Oh fuck! I predict not at WrestleMania, but I predict Double J will be like the SmackDown GM by Tuesday.
Okay, Steve Guy.
Bold prediction: Shayna Baszler in the Women's Battle Royal.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's all going to come crashing down, and I say Hulk Hogan makes his return at WrestleMania this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, in the
That's a good one.
Superdome. The silver, the super, the silver, the super.
I hope he wins the Andre. Oh, I'm saying this. I'm saying Hogan is winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal,
I'm going one step further.
or Kurt Hawkins is winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
I like.
I have a bold
love
prediction
Hawkins.
for both of those battle royals, the men's and the women's.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be over the second rope, not the top rope.
Oh, good
Commission, man.
call. Commission. Whew.
Is Riverberry booking New Orleans? What do you think?
I think he's got his.
I think Riverberry runs New Orleans.
dude, he's a real prick.
Yep, that's so I guess that's that. Find us. I am also available for podcast bookings. Apparently, that's a thing.
Find John Thorne and the
Ain't no
AIW
podcast
crew.
commission.
Find John Thorne and the AIW crew at WrestleCon. You will find me at the WWN Live Experience.
I'm available.
And,
I'm available for.
I'll be that handsome husky blonde, just raking eyes all over the place.
There you
In
go.
flagrant.
I'm down for
abuse of your
some
commission.
podcasting.
I'm
That's a good
available.
time.
I'm available for some podcasting, some video interviews, some. I don't know.
drinking.
Some
We're
drinking.
available. We're available, folks.
Lots of
we
drinking,
are available.
Lots of energy.
We are
High energy
available.
boys.
We are open for business.
Well, I think that's going to wrap this one up. And hit us up. Let's talk to you guys and see you guys
Let's party.
all weekend long.
Let's party, says Dominic.
Yeah, right.
For
My face.
Alex Worldwide Kellar,
I'm saying more on your guys' behalf.
make sure you'll recognize him. He's wearing shin guards. For Dom, the Bone Collector, Dominick Garrini, and for AIW owner John Thorne, my name's Steve Guy. We'll talk to you guys next week if we don't talk to you this weekend.
Loved you all if I never see you again.
If we're still alive.